Lightspeed is a super-powered heroine that has flown under the radar for the most part, so I'm a little surprised that she's in the game. I mean, I'm saying that as if I'm familiar with her, which I'm most definitely not. Lightspeed here is part of the Power Pack, a group of siblings who all gained superpowers and decided to start a team, called Power Pack. Their last name is literally Power, if it wasn't perfect enough for you. Julie Power, one of the siblings, went on to become a Lightspeed, this girl you see right in front of you in Lego form. She also joined the Avengers Academy, which quite a few characters we've already seen also did. I'm thinking TT Games, when they ran out of characters to put in the game, picked out the first comic they found and added all the characters they saw. And they must have picked up an Avengers Academy comic, and that's why Lightspeed, along with Hazmat, Butterball, Reptile, and more we'll see later, are in this game. Lightspeed is honestly not bad. Not only can she fly, but she also has the speed ability, which is a pretty good combo. In addition to that, she has agility, which she doesn't need, but she also has deflect, which I'm not sure if she needs or not, but it doesn't hurt. Now, if you haven't noticed, there's a lot of characters in this game where I have to look them up on the Marvel Wiki to give you all a little overview of the character. When I first looked at this guy, I got major Trucker Thor vibes from Thunderstrike. He doesn't really give off that energy in Lego form, but he has all the same stuff. He basically wears Thor's outfit with a leather jacket over it and a ponytail. Thunderstrike also wields an axe, not unlike Thor's Stormbreaker. Actually, Thunderstrike's weapon is a mace rather than an axe, but potato potato. Funnily enough, Thunderstrike is in a similar boat as the female Thors, in the sense that he's just like Thor ability-wise, but with one upgrade. For the girl Thors, their one-up on Thor was their agility. For Thunderstrike, he has flight, cracked wall, electricity, and now laser. I don't really know why Thunderstrike has a right to the laser ability when Thor doesn't. As far as I can tell, Thunderstrike has all the same powers as Thor in the comics. In any case, that addition of the laser ability makes him as the best thunder-wielding character thus far. Here's the final character in the game with only 4 abilities. That's right, it's only up from here. Well, technically, with this nature of ranking things from worst to best, it's always a state of only going up, but I digress. Meteorite is a part of the Thunderbolts DLC character pack. Meteorite is actually a ruse back when the Thunderbolts faked being good guys to gain the trust of the Avengers, all the while staying the bad apples that they are. Meteorite started out as a psychiatrist who purposely reinforced the paranoia in her patients. That's the opening line on her wiki page. That's very messed up. My god, my goodness. Meteorite is the alias of another character who is actually in the game, so I'm not going to reveal her just yet, but Meteorite in this game doesn't exactly have as many abilities as her actual villain alias in this game. Meteorite is basically just a flying strong girl with lasers. So yeah, her 4 abilities are strength, cracked wall, flight, and laser. Oh yeah, seeing Pepper Potts once wasn't quite enough. In the level for Iron Man 3, you get to play as Pepper Potts in the Mark 42 Iron Man suit, just like she did in the film. But Pepper's inexperience in the suit is very much reflected in this game. Now, having an Iron Man suit opens you up to quite a few abilities. These abilities include laser, explosive, and scan, since all Iron Man suits have features that can be translated into this game as such. Mark 42 Pepper Potts also has tech, which the regular Pepper Potts has too, but Pepper Potts in the Iron Man suit also has repair for some reason. I see repair as more of a Tony Stark ability than an Iron Man one, if you get what I'm saying, so I don't think she should have repair. You might have noticed a big ability I omitted from all this talk, and it's probably the biggest ability that comes with an Iron Man suit, which is flight. Yeah, Mark 42 Pepper Potts can't fly in the suit. Like I said, she's inexperienced, so whenever you try to fly, she falls right on her face. Has a whole animation for it and everything. If Mark 42 Pepper Potts could fly, you bet she would be way higher on this list. Enchantress was a character from the Masters of Evil DLC. She wasn't playable in the level itself, but was included in the pack nonetheless. There were rumors going around that Enchantress was actually who Sylvie was in the Loki show, before it was confirmed that she actually was a Loki and not just acting as one. I would have actually preferred if Sylvie was Enchantress. Would have made the kiss less incesty. In this game though, as a magic user, there are a few abilities that just come with the territory, namely telekinesis and mind control. As a female character, she also has agility of course, but finally, Enchantress has regenerative health and the force field. Now, as I've said before, regenerative health and force field are both abilities that I personally don't care much for since they have little use. In any case, I'm surprised Enchantress didn't make the base game since she's one of the bigger Thor villains. Here's Agent Jemma Simmons, one of the main characters in the apparently critically acclaimed show Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I'm told the show only gets better over time, but I'm watching it over right now, and this show honestly is not good at all. Like, I'm on season 5, and the way they keep trying to keep Daisy relevant is almost comical. Like, spoilers for season 5, but the main conflict is them trying to go back to their present time because they're in the future, but they know that if they go back, Quake will somehow quake the earth apart. It's so dumb. And Agent Jemma Simmons here served as a servant to a Kree guy. Like, they're grasping at straws here. Anyway, Jemma Simmons obviously came with the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. DLC, and she's very similar to Agent May, the Maria Hills, the Mockingbirds, Hope Van Dyne, and Dr. Helen Cho. Yeah, Agent Jemma Simmons has scan, agility, shield, and technology like those ladies. However, what sets Simmons apart from the rest is that she also has the Hydra ability. Agent Jemma Simmons served as a spy within Hydra for S.H.I.E.L.D. for a few episodes, so that's why she has it. Honestly, that's a nice little touch on TT Games' part to show that they're actually paying attention to the show, because God knows I'm not. KOMODO here is a character from the Initiative. It turns out a lot of characters were pulled from this Initiative volume of the Avengers. Some of the characters we've seen before in this game that were likely pulled from the same source are Trauma, Bengal, Cloud9, and Thor Girl. But aside from that, KOMODO is kind of more of a Spider-Man character by association. KOMODO gained her appearance from using a modified serum from one Dr. Kurt Connors, aka the Lizard. I don't think KOMODO and Spider-Man ever actually interacted, but the connection is there, and that's neat. KOMODO was handicapped and said that she'd be fine with whatever side effects the serum gave her. The serum ended up turning her into this lizard-like humanoid. KOMODO doesn't have any powers aside from maybe heightened senses from her new lizard body, but she's a smart cookie, which is why she's got into the presence of Kurt Connors. Being smart, it allows her to have technology and scan. KOMODO's lizardness also allows her to have regenerative health, agility, and toxin immunity. Magnitron is one of 2 villains you fight in the Captain Marvel DLC for this game. Funnily enough, I did not realize this at first, but Magnitron here was in the MCU already. He was Jan Rog, played by Jude Law. They never refer to him as Magnitron, but his gauntlets are called Magnitron gauntlets. In any case, onto the MCU edition list he goes. Anyway, the Magnitron fight was the whole second half of the level for this DLC. You kind of just follow Magnitron around onto different rooftops and fight his goons. Magnitron has 6 whole abilities, and none of them are flight, like you would think from the Captain Marvel DLC level. No, he's just hovering in that tractor beam thing. He's not actually flying. He's a strong guy, so he has cracked wall and strength. His gauntlets allow him to have laser, and I guess he's smart too, so he has technology and scan. And then finally, he has regenerative health. So 6 whole abilities, and there they all are. It's very uncommon to see not only someone with a regular name in this game, but it's also uncommon for a person with a regular name to have the amount of powers that Jennifer KALE has. This is Jennifer KALE, available through the Doctor Strange DLC for this game. I think this is the first time we're coming across any character from the all-new, all-different Doctor Strange DLC, and there's a reason for that. A lot of the characters from this DLC are magic users and have a lot of abilities attached to them. Jennifer KALE first appeared in the Man-Thing comic, of all places. Speaking of, where is Man-Thing in this game? I feel like he should be here. He did end up showing up in LEGO Marvel Superheroes 2, but not here. Weird. But regarding Jennifer KALE, she hasn't had any form of alias, which is strange. The wiki claims she went by Witch Woman, but a citation is needed for that, so I'm not trusting it. Jennifer KALE has 5 abilities, and all have to do with her magicness. So she has telekinesis, mind control, and great. In addition, she has agility, and her green beams that she shoots from her hands can also power electricity generators. A while ago, we went over the classic KLAUE that was a part of the Black Panther DLC. Here is Ulysses KLAUE, the official MCU version of the character. As I mentioned in the classic KLAUE segment, the last name for this KLAUE was altered just a tad to make it seem more realistic, because that's what the MCU is known for, realisticness. In Age of Ultron, where Ulysses KLAUE first appeared, he didn't have his sonic arm cannon that he's known for in the comics. I mean, Ultron cut off KLAUE's arm, which led to him having a sonic arm cannon in Black Panther, but KLAUE only had a severed arm after Age of Ultron, so unfortunately, Ulysses KLAUE does not have the glass ability that the classic KLAUE has. This KLAUE instead has a bunch of standard abilities. These abilities include technology, agility, and grapple. KLAUE's fifth ability is backup, where he calls in his KLAUE henchmen, who we actually saw way at the beginning of the series. Who knew that these guys would make a reappearance?